How is it going, guys? This is John with Tech Creator, and today what we have here is the ASUS ROG Strix GL503VS Scar Edition gaming laptop. Quite a mouthful. Last year during the Computex, we have known that ASUS will be revamping their gaming laptop lineup and will differentiate them into two different categories, at least for this lineup, into the mobile games and the FPS gaming crowds. So Hero Edition will be more catered to those players who prefer to play those mobile games like Dota 2, League of Legends, right? While the Scar Edition, as the name suggests, is more onto those FPS shooters like Counter-Strike, Global Offensive, PUBG, Overwatch, and games like that. I really like the design for this Scar Edition GL503. The back cover is a piece of brushed aluminium and the ROG logo has backlight to it, and it looks really amazing. The hinge feels very reliable and it opens to a very comfortable viewing angle. There is an opening at the top that allows the laptop status LED to be visible no matter when the LED is open or closed. There are plenty of I/O ports on this laptop. 2 USB 3 Type A port, 1 Thunderbolt 3 port, and an SD card reader at the right. Meanwhile, at the left you'll find a Gigabit Ethernet port, a mini display port, a HDMI port, 2 USB 3 Type A port, and a 3.5mm audio combo jack. The keyboard surface, while it is made out of plastic with carbon fiber look-alike design, the robustness is surprisingly better than what I expected. The chiclet keyboard doesn't feel mushy, and I appreciate we're getting the number pad even though they are kind of squished to the right side. Same applies to the arrow cluster as well. With that being said, I will often mistakenly press the numlock button instead of the backspace button. So some might need time to get used to this keyboard layout. Of course, the keyboard is backlit, but they are divided into 4 zones instead of per key backlit. So you have to decide what kind of color spectrum you would like to have it on the keyboard, and they can be configured from the ROG Aura Core application. The trackpad uses Windows Precision driver and it is very good at tracking your fingers and gestures. For regular use, it is amazing, but I'm pretty sure anyone in their right minds would not intend to use the trackpad for gaming. The stereo speakers are side mounted and fires outwards. I like this kind of speaker configuration as it creates a rather wide soundstage which tricks you into believing the sound is coming from your surrounding. Since this laptop is targeted towards the FPS gamers crowds, so the key feature of this laptop is the 144Hz refresh rate monitor with G-Sync. The 15.6-inch display runs at Full HD resolution. The IPS panel has great color reproduction and the viewing angle is excellent. You can even use it for creative productions if you don't mind the reduced sharpness due to the anti-glare matte surface. The overall gameplay experience on this laptop is expected from the fast display panel and GTX 1070. Buttery smooth frames with no stuttering and tearing. But the G-Sync will only work when the laptop is connected to the charger to save the battery life. Other than the GTX 1070, the GL503VS also powered by the i7-7700HQ and 16 gigs of RAM. Out of the box, you're getting a speedy 256GB of NVMe SSD and 1TB of Seagate FireCuda SSHD. So even if your games are loaded inside the 1TB drive, it will still load up pretty fast thanks to the added SSD cache inside the hard disk drive. User can easily upgrade the RAM, the M.2 SSD, as well as the SATA drive. The thermals, however, are disappointing. During an Overwatch session, the GTX 1070 actually reached up to 90 degrees Celsius, while the CPU reached even higher at 100 degrees Celsius. Not sure what is going on with my particular unit here, and that goes without saying, the cooler fan is noisy in order to keep the temperatures in check. The fans would ramp up in the RPM now and then, which indirectly contributes to the overall noise pollution. Battery life on this kind of high performance laptop is definitely not going to be good. And a single full charge on this will last you at most 2 hours of usage. And mind you that we are not even playing any games. And the battery profile is set to better battery. So definitely you will need to make sure the power brick is always with you. For the price of 9,399 ringgit, what you get is actually a laptop with an excellent display for FPS games. Not to mention that 144Hz G-Sync display is not common on a laptop. On top of that, you're getting excellent performance from the hardware itself. i7-17700 HQ GTX 1070 with 8 gigs of VRAM, 256 gigs of NVMe SSD, and 1 TB of SSHD. For a price less than 10k, I mean, this is quite a reasonable price tag if you ask me. So what do you guys think of this GL503 Scar Edition? Do you think the price justifies for itself? Or do let us know what do you guys think down in the comments below. I'm John with Tech Critter. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos from us, and I'll see you guys in the next one.